How are we? Happy Tuesday. Because, yes, it's Tuesday. I feel like that makes me sound like a lot perkier than how I'm feeling right now. I'm quite tired. Might be why I'm a few minutes late. Whoops. Fully have a reason to being tired, by the way. In case you haven't seen it yet. Oh no, I lost a magnet in my shirt. Hold on. I lost the magnet in my shirt. Okay, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. I never do this. And I'm like, why have I never done this? Especially now that I have like the like auto thing where it like kicks it on automatically. I'm like, why do I never do this? Okay, because I always lose it. And I think you guys can still hear me. Like it seems like it still picks my voice up perfectly fine. By the way, you like my new shirt? Isn't it cute? Okay. All right, we'll see how long it lasts because I beat my clothes up, so I tend to not spend a lot of money on them. I beat them to death, literally. And not like in the I need better quality clothes. It's in the way that like if I buy better quality clothes, I literally won't like I won't wear them. Because they'll be like, no, I'm gonna ruin them. So I'm like, I'll just like keep but I wear them until I should probably not wear them anymore. Anyways, hello. How is everyone? I know we're getting started a little bit late today. Apologies. As I said, there is like a. I'm trying to figure out the best place to like put you guys with our window and everything. Also, I hate the curtains where I like the green, but then Dominic also hung the curtain rod up like way too high. Oh my gosh, there's a terrible glare on my computer now. I can't see. If you guys say anything, I can't tell. Sorry. Um, Dominic put the curtain rod too high. He sort of misunderstood that I wanted them to be like flush with the windowsill, not flush with the couch. So they're about 5 inches too short. So I'm like, okay, well, like I have to reorder longer ones now, anyways. So here we go. Um, but yeah, so there's that. It's fine. It's fine. But because of this new lighting, I'm like, I don't really know the best way to, especially right now, and with streaming for the first time in like the summer and everything, like, I just don't know. Hello. Thank you. Why is my chat not showing up on my chat screen? I see you guys chatting on the screen, but it's super small and tiny. So it's also like our first time like streaming in the summer here in this area. I'm hoping by sorry, I'm like sorry I'm moving everything, guys. Sorry right now. I'm hoping that by the time like before end of summer, God, if I'm still renovating my house end of summer, I might kill something. Um, Not actually, but like figuratively speaking, I really might kill something. But I'm hoping though that by basically before end of summer, that in my office, because I'll really only use it as like my office and not for, where I watch TV, where Dominic hangs out, etc. I'm hopeful. Gosh, if I can get this figured out. Really struggling right now. It's fine. I'm hopeful that it becomes a little bit more like of a stagnant, is that the right word? A stagnant setup where like it doesn't change a lot. Oh look, now you have a great view of our sleeping beauty here. Just melting into the couch. This lighting is actually pretty good right here, right now, if I might say so myself. Okay. Charlotte, are you gonna see? Wow, that was a quick response. Are you gonna finish saying hi? No, you're gonna give me the stink eye because I woke you up? Okay, thanks. Bye. Um, Anyways, I'm also very much all over the place. I don't have my meds, and I've asked someone to also get those multiple times, and it's been a hard week over here. That's all I'll say. So that's all I'll say. A permanent setup and adorable pup. Yeah, I don't know where the adorable pup is going to sit in the permanent setup. Oh, I know why it's not working actually. It's because I don't have the thing open, which is good because I need that open anyways. I don't know where the pup is gonna sit in the adorable setup, but like I have a new desk. So it's gonna be like a different angle. And then I have so like my desk right now, it's a standing desk, which I like, but I don't use it enough because a lot of times like when I'm doing this, like I'm out here with you guys just because there is like better seating, better lighting. I have room to breathe. Whereas like in my office right now, the way it's set up is it was more so set up for when I had a business. So I just have like shit kind of everywhere, and it's not like the cozy like comfy spot that like I want it to be, that I'm like transitioning it to. So in the new office, I call it new, but it's the same office. In the new office, we're gonna have a big green oversized chair on the one wall. Okay, now the lighting is not good. I have to be like 2 feet from you guys. Okay, 18 inches. Here we go. Where are my bat boys at? What? Hey. Sorry. I told you. This is me going on 2 days without medicine. It gets worse. That's all I'll say. It gets worse from here. I'll probably pick up the meds tomorrow if they're still not gotten tomorrow morning. So anyways, so the new setup, I'm basically flip-flopping where I have my current desk. I'm probably going to try to sell my current desk because it is a standing desk. Like, it is pretty nice. It's not like the highest class in the world, but like, hey, $50, like decent standing desk. I've had a mat on it the entire time I've owned it. Like, there's no issues with it. It's in good shape. So, what I did instead, so the new desk that I have, it's an L-shaped desk, and it's going to be like a lot of times where my desk is right now, I have an issue where Dom will need something or Charlie will need something, and they'll come in and the door's behind me. So for me to see them, I have to fully turn that way or this way to see what they're doing and what they shouldn't be doing and what they need. And not so much Dom, but Charlie. And so the new desk is going to be in line with the door so that like hopefully if she comes in or like he needs something, I can just go like this instead. And then behind that, there's going to be 2 bookcases. And then we're going to have I'm going to have this big oversized green chair. And I want it like this chaise without it just being a chaise. So I went with the chair and ottoman combo. And it's like a dark green. And everybody's like, oh, millennial green. Oh my God. And I'm like, okay, guys, like, that's enough. We're going for a vibe here, which is like, we're probably going to do like pink and maybe like a light pink. And then a cute wallpaper maybe. And my chair is like a brownish, like a brown leather. So it'll be like very warm and inviting in that room. And I'm really excited. And I need it to happen like today because I hate my current, knowing now what my new setup is going to look like. I hate my current one. It just is like, it's just so not functional. Like, it was functional for when I had a business, but it's not functional for how I use my office now and like the things that I do now. So yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, why is this still not working? I can't see your guys' like chat on the thing, and it's really driving me crazy. It's really driving me crazy. But yeah, it'll be super cozy and fun, and I'm not like, I don't know. I'm just sort of like whatever. Okay, there we go. I got it fixed. My whole thing is I would have done like darker walls with a cream chair, but I have animals, and if I have children in the future, and even me, myself, and I being the crafty lady that I am, like, there's no way, there's absolutely no way it would stay clean. And so I was like, you know what, we'll go darker, which I know dark can get just as dirty, can show, Charlie has crazy fur, like it's gonna show that too, but I'm just like, whatever at this point. I'm like, I would prefer dark that, maybe I need a brush or run like the carpet shampoo upholstery attachment on versus like perma stained because I went light. So that's where we're at. So anyway, so today I still have not finished our lovely Dungeons and Drama. I was going to do it last night, and instead, this is why I'm tired. I prioritized getting the announcement video out on the day that it was supposed to go out. Yay. I was also looking back at my notes. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to make the stats post. It's fine. This is where we are. It's fine. So I still have like maybe 58 minutes left in this book. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. I'm going to read that. I did end up catching up on my cross stitch. So I think I showed this in Discord maybe. So I did get to where I needed to be on Sunday, but now I need to do 200 stitches because I didn't do it yesterday. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're so happy and things are great. I have other things kind of going on work wise and career wise as well. Too early to say anything right now, but there's also that, which is kind of playing into some of my busyness. And if you guys are in Discord, you are probably very well aware of what that is. Plus some things that I haven't shared. So there's just a lot going on. Plus the house reno. Like there's so much going on. Borderline too much, but it's okay. We will push through. Good news. We did get my bookcase back up. We got one of my bookcases back up today. Yay. That means that I can start to put some books on it, which is always really exciting. I'm not going to get my totes back out, but any like loose books that I had sitting out, I'm going to be putting those back on. I also discovered, hi D, I also discovered where some ants are coming in our kitchen. So exciting. As I said, I think I mentioned it a few streams ago, our vinyl windows are cracked all along them. Don't know if that's a normal thing or not. Don't know what caused it. So today in the kitchen, I was washing my hands before getting dinner ready, and I looked up and I noticed that there are a bunch of crazy ants on all of my plants in my windowsill. Like, great. This is so much fun. I hate them so much. As I'm sitting there, I see them going in and out of the crack, and I'm like, yep, that's where they're coming from. So we're also going to have to handle that probably sooner rather than later because, as we all know, if you were here on Sunday, this is what I want to do to ants. Every single one of them. I hate them. They suck. Didn't you own a pest control company? How do we fix this? They're terrible. They're terrible no matter what I do. And like they're not just terrible in my house, like even outside. Like I literally was out in the garden and I was replanting some daisies into my pots. So I was sitting on like our front porch area. And I came inside and had two crawling on me. I'm like, what the Yeah, see, D, I told everybody Sunday, I said, I'm pretty positive he owned a pest control company. Maybe we can have bug talks with D-Shack on Twitch. And first, they were very excited about it. But second, I'm like, that's not reassuring me, because we all were talking about how much we hate ants and how we can never get rid of them. I use the taro bait, and then I spray the Harris like liquid spray. I do that. It's terrible though. It's so bad. It's so bad. And they're like, you have to kill the scent lines. And I'm like, how often do I have to kill the scent lines? Because I feel like I'm doing it every day. Yeah, I've heard that cinnamon can help. I've also heard that like coffee can help. So like I rarely ever find them in like the one corner of our kitchen where I make my coffee and stuff. Every so often I will, but normally I don't. Yeah, is homemade taro just the borax and like sugar? I have some, but apparently I don't have any white sugar, because it shows you how much I use real sugar in my house. I was like, okay, apparently we don't have white sugar, so I need to order some. But I did get some borax. I thought I had sugar and I didn't. So anyways, are you guys ready to do some work today? I'm ready. I almost was gonna stream over there and like, wow, camera, way to go blurry. Hello. I don't know what just happened to my camera. It's like, we're not gonna work. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do that and like set it in there until we can. I mean, they literally, this is the third, this will now be the third window that has cracking in it where I've seen them coming in and out. First, it was this one back here. They used to be really bad. Then they were coming in through, we have like a gas fireplace. They were coming in through cracks on the outside wall out there. Like I could literally see the lines of the ants going up the outside wall. So we filled that all in. Any cracking like that we could find, at least we like filled that all in. That has seemed to hold and help so far. But then we had them in our bedroom coming in through the windows. We closed those up. Then they were in our bathrooms. Still can't figure out that one. There's no windows. And they were all by like the toilet ring. So I don't know if they were crawling up the pipes. I have no idea. That one baffled me. It was in both our bathrooms, and they sit like back to back in our layout of our house. And then they always come in like near the back door, which like whatever. And now they're coming in through the kitchen window. Okay. Anyways, are you guys ready to get some work done? I was going to start us at 7:30 and I'm running late now. I need to stop talking. Okay. All right. Happy reading. Happy productivity. Sorry I talked too late. We are still going to go for 3 sessions, so we will be here late tonight, so long as I don't start falling asleep. So yeah. So I'll see you guys in about 50 minutes. All right. It was great catching up, and let's hop to it. So, I somehow finished my book. I don't know if Libby does this or not. Does anybody know when you're reading a book through Libby on audiobook and you have it on a faster speed, does it recalculate the time remaining? Because it was saying that I had 58 minutes left, but this sprint was only for 50 minutes. And I also like it, I don't know, like I finished it a couple minutes before the sprint even started, or before the break even started. So I feel like it wasn't fully accurate. I'm trying to get this little like last section of green done. I might need to run Charlie out really quick. We'll just open up the door and let her out. But let me get to number 5 here on this. Okay, so we just got to do our down stitch. So this is the progress that I've made on with the tree right here. Oh, right there. So that's like what I'm working on is this tree section. You can't see the colors super well. There you go. That's a little bit better. Here, I can zoom in too. Whoa. Okay. So this is what I'm working on right now. Okay. No, it doesn't. I broke what? I didn't break anything. What did I break? Anyways, so this is the little area I'm working on right now. So basically the way that this pattern works is how it was released is it's this section here, and then it'll come down here a little bit. There will be a tree trunk, a little bee. So that's where we're finishing. We're gonna finish the tree and then work our way down over the next couple of days. So this has to be done. I believe the next pattern gets released on the 19th or 20th, which is why I have like the timing to like work out like that. I'll have to double check the actual date. I've been saying 100 stitches every day, so I feel like it has to come out like the 20th. But right now I'm working down, and then we have a section up like on the side. And then we have to go back and fill in with another color, and then there's like little apples on the tree. So yeah, Emran, thanks for the answer on that, because I was like, there's no way that was right. Like there's no way that it was right. I was like, I definitely finished this before then. So, but that's fine, it works. Sorry, I feel like I get thirsty when I'm not working on things. Anyway, so if we're supposed to be at 100 stitches every day, I need to get to 1400 stitches to stay on track. And I'm at, as I said, I made it to like just over 1200 yesterday, or on Sunday, when I was like, I need to catch up. So I'm at 1278 right now. So I feel like we should be able to hit it. If not, we're going to be like a couple stitches short, and I'll probably stay up and finish them so long as I don't get tired. I'm going to go walk. We're going to investigate what Charlie's doing and see if she needs to go out. I'm also going to turn on the overhead light really quick. Charlotte Jane, what are you doing? Do you need to go outside? Do you need to go potty? Let's go. She did try to eat my leftover dinner. I made cheeseburgers and I didn't quite finish mine. Go to the door, sweet girl. Charlie, go. Go to the door. We'll see if she'll go. She just drank a bunch of water. No, you don't want to go for mommy? You don't want to go to the door? Okay, that's fine. That's cool. Very common thing with my sweet little doggo. Okay, I was going to ask if there were any questions on the new prompt release for the festival and then the side stories. It was really good. I have like a quarter of it left. I think I'll probably wrap it up and eat it for lunch tomorrow. I do all of my... The yawns are kicking in. No, guys, no. I do all of my like pan searing, which is how I cook that in my cast iron. It's also how I make my steaks because like we don't have a grill. So, oh, so good. Just like thinking of it, I'm like, man, if I was not full right now, I would want a steak. But yeah, so I wanted to check in and see if there were any questions. I know some people were like, man, 90% green. Yeah, it's amazing. So people were like, 90% green is like, we can't hit it. And I was like, guys, honestly, like, it is definitely okay if like it is just primarily green. Like, that's what I want. I just didn't want someone to be like, oh, there's this one little flower that's green, and be like, count it. I mean, even if they did, I don't really care. But yeah. But yeah, I'm like, oh gosh, like, so we'll see, but we'll see if any more questions pop up. I don't think there's been any more. We have had a couple of people like join and leave the last couple of days, which is always nice to see. You guys can't see that, but I can. So it's always kind of nice to see that, but I know, right? Like, hey, like there are so many ways that you can like do it. Like, I'm like, I don't really care. I mean, you guys know me, you know, at the end of the day, like I don't really care, but let me see if I can find an example. Let me see. Does this have green on it? Okay, yeah. Okay. So this is what I mean. What I did not want was someone to be like, there's green on this cover. These little trees. Like, that's what I was trying to avoid, was people like doing the smallest amount of green. But at the end of the day, if someone does it, like, then they do that. And like, there's nothing I can do to stop them. Like, at the end of the day, I just want people to read their books. So like, if you choose to do that or not, like, that's up to you. Charlie, we're getting connected in. That means I can't let you out. I can't let you out right now. Look at this cute little dog. Well, you want to say hello to everybody? Say hi. Say hello. D-Shack, have you met Charlie? I don't know if you know who Charlie is. This is Charlie. Say, I is bad. I get into everythings. Yeah, this is Charlotte Jane. She is our puppy dog. Aren't you? You're just a little puppy doggy. You're just a cute little puppy doggy. It would be cuter if you actually looked at them. We don't have many brain cells. We don't have a ton of brain cells. So this is a common issue. Normally she's sleeping. But this is Charlie Char. Charlie Char. That's just a little peepee. So anyways, but yeah, she's a low rider. They got me a low rider. I love her. Honestly, like, she stinks though right now. She needs a bath, like, ASAP. She really needs a bath. We were gonna do it this weekend, and then like literally, so I was sitting here right after sprints, and Dominic had just gotten home, and we were sitting here and we were like chit-chatting or whatever, and we're like talking about like, hey, like, can we get the trim put back on and this and that, and we were like doing all that stuff. And I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna take her out maybe in like an hour and like give her a bath outside because it's really nice and warm out. 10 minutes later, kid you not, our hose busted. We have terrible luck with hoses. They always bust. I'm like, what do we do wrong? Like, what, like, it's one thing if like it's being left on and it's like freezing and it breaks because it froze in the pipe. I'm like, yeah, sure. No, it was like 80 degrees outside. Why do we have issues with hoses? So I don't know what to do because now our hose is busted and I need it for my flowers, and I'm just like, I'm over it. I'm so done. I'm like, F hoses. F the hoses. I'm like, is this why the people that owned this house before spent way too much money on an in-ground watering system? Because that makes sense to me now. Makes sense that the hoses here suck. But ours, like that, like there's no teeth marks. There's the, like, I just got this one because our other one broke at the end of last year. Which I think Dominic broke that one. I think he ran over it. So that's his fault. But this one was brand spanking new. Like, it was only a couple weeks old. And there were no teeth marks, nothing. And so I'm like, what, like, what? And like, because it was out there, and I had just used it because I had just walked. Do you need to go outside? She was saying hello. Do you need to go outside? Do you need to go outside? You want to go potty? Our cues are not very good. Do you need to go potty? Come here. Come here. Do you need to go outside? Huh? Okay, we'll get the next sprint started. Give me like a minute. 1 minute, okay? 1 minute and I got you. So yeah, so no teeth marks, nothing. I was sitting here and I had used it. I had just been out there watering the flowers and like right before Dom had gotten home. And I was like, I'm just going to leave this on. I know I'm going to give Charlie a bath later. So I was sitting here and I literally heard psh, and so like I could tell that it broke, and we ran out and turned it off real quick so we weren't spewing water everywhere. But it's just like one of those things where it's like, what the heck kind of hose, like what type of hose do I need to buy so that it doesn't just bust? And that's our biggest problem currently as homeowners, which I guess is good. That and ants. Like, I guess it's good, but it's just really annoying. It's like the little things, because they're not cheap. Like, unless you buy, I don't know, maybe I should buy a really cheap shitty one and like see if it lasts. I don't know. Anyways, let's go ahead. Let's get our next round started. I'm going to let Stinger Butt out really quickly and go back to cross stitching. That way we can get hopefully to our 1400 stitches for the day. And yeah, it is saying that so far I have worked on this project for 10 hours and 28 minutes. I don't know how accurate that is. It feels like it's been a lot more than that. So I don't know, but oh, you should see this. So Charlie, oh, she walked away. Did your friend walk away? Charlie is the most submissive dog I've ever owned. At times, it just depends. Don't mind my clothes on the ground, okay? Like, we got hot, we got lazy, okay? Mama had just walked past her and she laid on the ground like that to submit to her. So it was funny because Mama is currently down here. You can kind of see her tail. Say hi, Mama. Say hi. Yeah, she's right there. So, okay. All right. Let's get started. Happy reading, happy productivity. I need to figure out what book I want to read next since I just finished that one. So I'm going to do that real quick and then we're going to go back to stitching. If I disappear for a minute, it is to let out the doggo. So I will see you guys in a bit and I hope you have an awesome time.
flight of narrow stairs. She fumbled down them, catching herself every other step with the crutch. The saber did nothing to make things easier. With every impact, she found a new, more colorful epithet.
Sorry, you probably heard my audiobook. Apologies. Ugh, clip on. It's like, girl, I need something to clip to before I can clip on you. Okay. Hi. Hi. I know I did not get like anything done basically that time because was dealing with Charlie, and then I was getting prepared to handle some bills. So fun times over here, being an adult, seeing my paychecks slowly dwindle. I decided on Bookshops and Bone Dust. So I don't think it's actually a book on my Once Upon a Year readathon list, but it's one that was on there from last month and I didn't get to it, or from last quarter and I didn't get to it. It's on a few other lists as well. And so I was like, okay, you know what? Like, I think I'm going to read this. I'm doing audiobook. I own the physical for this, but I'm going to do audiobook. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's because it auto like turns off my mic, and the timing for whatever reason is weird. I might need to put like a longer delay on it. But anyways, so I'm going with audio this time. When I read Legends and Latte, I started it on physical and then I ended it on audio, and I didn't like love it as much as other people love it, which was a little bit disappointing. I like have talked to people since who have similar reading preferences that I do, and they say that they like Bookshops and Bone Dust better. So I'm hopeful that I like it better, but I thought it would be a good one just whenever I feel less enthused about reading a book. I typically find it helps if I start out on audio. Even if I end up reading the whole thing through on audio, it just helps me kind of know fairly quickly, like, am I paying attention? Do I even know what happened? Like, do I remember what happened? And honestly, if I'm at a point where I'm like, no, and I listen to it for 3 hours, and it's like, okay, then maybe like that's not the book for you. So I'm hoping that I like this one better, but I don't know if I will. So here we are. And so I know I didn't make any progress, so on my actual cross stitch, really, just simply because I know for a fact that I was distracted while I was getting some of my bills taken care of. There's nothing as someone like I make good, like, I don't know, I make like decent money, but like I feel like there's never enough. Like, after getting through paying, especially like my student loans are really hard on me. The way that, like, and it's not even necessarily like just mine. So the biggest issue is that when I went to college, so I was a first generation college student, and the agreement with my parents was like, hey, yeah, like, we'll do a Parent Plus loan for you, but at the end of the day, though, like, you are going to be the one paying it. Like, we're not going to pay it. So it just makes it like that much harder, because then it's like I have 3 student loan payments, and they're literally more than half of my paycheck for one of my paychecks. Like, it's so weird. I know. And like, Emma, and that's the thing though, like, I am also thankful that I still have a job, but like at the same time, it's like really hard to be like, gosh, like, I put in all this work and then like, there it goes, goodbye. So yeah, I do immersion reading a lot too. Emerin, what did you used to do for work? Because I know that you've been struggling. I know you've been mentioning it. one of my really good friends, she also lost her job, and like she worked in the logistics industry, which is what I'm in. I'm in marketing in the logistics industry, but like I'm still in it. And like I even like referred her to my company, and they like never contacted her. And I'm like, okay, like I don't really get it. Yeah, it just like isn't like it's just one of those things where it's like I honestly feel like I'm poorer now as an adult than I was in college, which is like insane to me because I was making nothing in college, but I feel like I have so many more expenses. So like the the like the amount of money that has to go out is just like so much higher than it was in college. It's just insane to me though. Call center management, yeah. Yeah. I get it. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have a call center. Otherwise I'd refer you. But yeah, it just adulting is so hard. It's so hard. Excuse me. I just like it's one of those things where it's like I could very much so make lifestyle changes and I could simplify things a lot, and like I have done that before and I know it does help. And you know, there may be some things that I end up doing, but like a lot of the things that I have access to, like nothing is really necessarily in fluff. Does that make sense? Like a lot of the stuff I have access to are like the things that, like for instance, I have like Discord Premium, which I'm sure like that it's like $12 a month. Like yeah, I could very easily cut that. The reason I have Discord Premium though is because like all the files and stuff that I have to send on Discord, and like if I don't do that, then I'll have to save them super small and they'll be like really shitty quality. So I'm like, well, like I kind of need it. Like for that's like the hardest part about running a free readathon, to be honest. And like I don't want and or need money. Like that's why I'm also like, yeah, like use your libraries. And for instance, like our newest book, The Faraway Inn, a lot of people are like, oh, like it's a 12-week wait, or like, oh, like my library doesn't have it. And I'm like, I totally get that. And that's also why it's 100% optional, because I understand that not everybody has access to that to be able to purchase it. But like it is also like really difficult at times. And it's also part of like why I've talked about doing more videos. Not that I'll make money off of YouTube anytime soon, but like maybe to eventually get to the point where I could get monetized, because right now I'm not. I am on Twitch, but Twitch is mainly for gaming. Like I haven't built up the audience over there again yet to have subs. And so, and like I don't have time to game, like at the end of the day, like I don't have time to do that. So yeah, but like it's just it's difficult, to say the least. So, and that's also why things like, for instance, like when I couldn't figure out like my light for my cross stitch, like cross stitch is something I like to do. For the most part, the supplies are like pretty cheap. Patterns are pretty cheap. Like they're not, you know, they don't cost me like hundreds of dollars, or I don't need like a special studio space or class. Like I can do it from home. And so it's like, you know, that's pretty affordable, so to say. And it's like, but still at the same time, like spending money though on a $60 light that then doesn't work, that like I saved to purchase for myself, like it's really frustrating. And I'm just like, you guys just like don't get it. Like, and I won't lie, like Dominic is the breadwinner, but like we don't really combine our finances, like, which is probably weird since we're married, but like we don't. Like, I don't know any other way to say that without it sounding really bad, but like we just like don't, at least not right now. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but yeah. So Emran, I hope you find a new job soon. I've been telling my friend that too. I don't know how long you've been out of work for, But I will say that I had I have been seeking a different role for over a year now, and I have had one interview out of it. And it's been ebbing and flowing. Yes, I had the wedding in there. Yes, I had last September when I did like my LARP thing in there. So it ebbs and flows in terms of like commitment, but like for the most part, out of those 12 months, like it's probably been like 9 that I've been like really focused on it. And it is very, 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 very difficult. So, are you running into issues, Emran, where they're like pushing things overseas? Is that also like impacting you, or like AI? I was listening to a podcast that one of my coworkers actually recorded. I was actually editing it, and they were mentioning with AI and how people are like, oh, it's going to like change everything. It's going to make, it's going to impact the workforce and this and that. They were like, it will impact the workforce, but not in the way that you think, because it still needs to be people led. Yeah. And they were saying that like things still need to be people led. And once companies start to realize that, there will have to be a mindset shift on that. Because when you are fully dependent on AI for everything without having the people who have the knowledge and have the skills to input and check and monitor, that like it will start to create more issues. But yeah, that's really shitty. I'm really sorry. I'm very sorry that is happening to you. It's just such a hard subject. And I feel like it's something that's also like not being talked about enough is, like since COVID, I feel like there's a shortage in the workforce or in this and that. And it's like, okay, but what programs are out there to help people who maybe want to make a career shift, but like can't afford to take a pay cut, for instance, or can't afford to pay, $1,200 and spend time away from their family to get like new training. Like there's all of these things where it's like, if you want to have AI or like you want to send stuff overseas, like cool. But then you hear all the time about how the US doesn't have a good enough workforce and this and that. But then it's like, okay, but how can you help supplement so that people can switch careers or can find jobs and get the training without it being like detrimental to their home life or their finances, because they're already struggling? Like there's just no consideration for it. It's really difficult to listen to that, because it's like, okay, like we have something similar. It's very different, but it's also similar in the same sense that I don't think it actually passed. They wanted to build a new like apartment complex that was going to be like 250 like new apartments or something like that. Like not a ton, but like enough to make an impact. Like it was going to be like 8 apartments. It was going to be quite a bit. And they had to rezone certain land and like all this stuff. And everybody here was like, what is their reasoning for doing this? And they were like, oh, like we need, their like biggest standpoint was, well, there's a shortage of affordable housing in the United States and in this area. And we're like, okay, what's the rent going to be for a single bedroom? Oh, $1,000. That's not affordable. What are you talking about? And so like the whole community was like, if you want to do affordable housing, that's fine, but we're not accepting like this proposal under this purpose and reasoning. So, because it's just like the same thing. It's like they just don't give a shit. They literally don't give a shit. And it's like, what am I doing that's wrong? Exactly. Like, what am I doing that's wrong that I'm not being chosen? And a lot of times it's nothing. Like a lot of times you're not doing anything wrong. Like it's not you at all. a lot of times they're either doing it to say, oh yeah, like we did have some outside applicants, but we decided to move forward with someone internally, when like that was the whole plan all along. Oh, same. I think I've only heard from like 2, and I've sent over 100 applicants out. I've only heard back from 2 that they decided to move forward with someone else, and that they would keep my resume on file. And then 1 for like 1 interview. So like it's just so hard. It's just so hard. It's so difficult to like manage and deal. And even like even in like my standpoint, like if I wanted to grow or learn from other people, like it's even stagnating my growth as a contributor, as an individual contributor. Like how will I ever get to a different level in my job if like there's nothing, like there's nothing there? And so I don't know, it's all just really frustrating, and it's really sad, and we need to stop talking about it. I'm getting sad. It's just really hard. It's like I feel like just everything is hard right now. Everything is hard. Like I don't know, like we obviously we've been talking about having a kid, and I'm like, I don't know how we're supposed to have a kid like in this economy with the cost of groceries, the cost of gas. Like how are we supposed to have a child? Like and like I've kind of told Dominic, I'm like, if that ends up happening, like are you ready to say goodbye to like your fun things, because that's what's going to have to get cut first. And I don't think he is. I know I'm not. Like we're still trying, because it's probably going to take a while for me to get pregnant because of some health things. But like it's just like, if something happened and like we were blessed today with that, like we would have to significantly change our life. And then I'm like, how do people afford food? Like we're a family of 2, and I try to keep us under $200 every 2 weeks, but like even that is sometimes difficult. And I'm like, how do people feed more than 2 people? Like it's so stressful. It's so stressful. Anyways, we're done talking about being adults because it fucking sucks. I just wish I could go back to college, not gonna lie. Like I literally wish that so much. Not even to like be in school, like I hated school, but like maybe more towards like my senior year of college or like my junior year of college, where I had like a co-op and I was making decent money at my co-op, and then I was also lifeguarding, and I had all this boundless energy. And I'm like, I feel like life sucks so much right now. Like it literally is terrible. Anyways, this is me ranting. So I told you my mind goes to different places when I'm not on my meds. So that's the other thing that's stupid expensive. Emran, like I don't even know what you're doing for healthcare. My mom is dealing with that. She's trying to get on disability, and she looked at some of like the affordable plan. No, they're like, she's like, I don't have a paycheck. How am I supposed to afford this? Yeah. Yes. No. Yeah. I know. And it's just like it's just not good. It really sucks. But dreaming integration, yes. Like I can say that, at least for my company, absolutely yes. Like where I work right now, absolutely yes. That is 100% true. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's all you can do. And like that's what I mean. You have to find the fine balance of what you love and enjoy. I mean, like I told Dominic, I said, I have Moonlight Book Box right now. That's like the only sub that I have. And I told Dominic, I said, if I were to lose my job, the first thing that you'll see happening is I'm listing all my special editions Oh, that's good. But yeah, like you still don't have, yeah, 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 it's crazy. It's crazy. Well, and also I feel like sometimes that like when employee morale is low and everybody's like, dude, like we need help, like we're overworked, we're really stressed out. They're like, oh yeah, like we have this position we're hiring for, and then like you ask about it and it's been like 2 months, and they're like, oh yeah, like we're still like looking for the right candidate. And it's like, what? We need people now. What do you mean you're going on to a 2-month hiring cycle? And you have one candidate that you kind of like, but no others? Like, how is that fucking possible? Like, it just seems like complete bullshit to me. So, I don't know. Hopefully no one from my company is watching, 'cause I'll probably get fired. So, it just seems, I don't know. It's like they're almost doing it just like lead on like employee morale. Like, it's okay, guys, we're bringing in help, and then no, and then they don't, and you're like, okay, are you just lying to us at this point? Because that's kind of what it feels like. Like you're sitting here saying that you're gonna hire someone, you have a job posted, blah 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 blah, and then like what? Nothing happens. So, anyways, we'll just all try to be like sweet little Charlotte Jane here and just be comfy cozy on the couch all day long and cuddle and have someone feed us and give us water and bark at the birds. That's been her favorite thing lately to do during the day, is barking at the birds. And I have to constantly get up and yell at her and tell her to stop barking at the birds. And it's so much fun. And I'm sure my neighbors love me and think that I'm psycho. It's fine. It's fine. So, all right, let's get started. Let's do our last sprint. As I said, we are going a little bit late tonight. Let's go ahead and get our last sprint started, and I'll see you guys in about 50 minutes.
sound?
That is the sound of clean white shorts turning brown. Torture and...
Me? Like, I don't think I can work blue collar.
No.
Oh, I'm not on, let me think. I don't think I can work blue collar.
You can do a lot
We're
more.
talking about jobs, everyone.
Oh,
My
God.
mic's on. Yeah.
You can do a lot more than you
Okay.
can, first of all. Is it going to be difficult? Yes.
Yeah.
It comes with time.
Like, do you think my body would just kind of accept?
But if you really be more physically healthy after a certain amount of time. But, no, you would work for a long time.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I worked at Target and I didn't get physically healthier. I just hurt all the time.
Yeah, like proper. But they're big guys in the States. I mean,
Yeah.
they still go after it.
I'm gonna have a plumber's cut.
Oh,
So I wear skirts all the time. Hey. Yeah, we're talking about jobs and work, and Dominic just got a new job and he works in the technically, like, what is your industry? I won't say where you work, but he does food manufacturing. He does like the maintenance stuff for it. So I was just talking about how it's hard to like transition from being maybe blue collar to being like white collar, because like for him it's really, for the most part, it's pretty easy for him to get sorry, that's what I meant, white to blue. For him, he's gotten pretty lucky with jobs and being able to find them, and well, he's sitting here saying he worked his ass off, but at the same time, you could work your ass off and not have a job still. So yeah. So he's always the guy that they call in when they can't fit somewhere. Because he's skinny. Yeah. Yeah. So they always like, there was one day he had to go into work because the one guy couldn't fit where. Actually, I don't think you ended up having to go in. But the guy asked him, he said, "Hey, we're doing this thing and I can't fit in there, so I need you to come."
Yeah, that's right. They were trying to get under.
It was, yeah.
So you have to get into a little, you have to first have to get into
I don't know if you fit in there
I
now.
do.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You do still.
Oh, yeah.
Your gut's not big enough yet.
Barely. Look,
Yeah.
I was inside a piece of a spiral cooler.
I remember that. You sent me a photo.
No, I didn't send you a photo of that.
Oh.
I was inside a spiral cooler to weld something because
yeah.
everybody else is pretty.
Yeah.
The welders there are pretty generous. And my mask sits off my face like this. I didn't have enough room for that.
Jeez.
I had to weld with my head cocked out the side of my eye.
Yeah, well, that's not dangerous. We remember the snake incident, right, everyone?
There's another
Wow.
Also because I was doing the purpose.
That's insane. Well, Dominic got home, so we've been chit-chatting about jobs and all of that and class, and actually we didn't talk about class. He had HEMA class tonight. Did it go good? Went really good. I will be creating like a community events tab, I think, or maybe I can't see, baby. Your hair is on the way and there's shadows and I can't tell. He must have gotten hit if he's asked me if he's bruised. I think I will be making a like community events channel section, channel category in Discord. And maybe if we have like enough people in certain areas, we can start sharing like local events going on. And I know a couple of you guys asked for what his events were going to be at the library. We need to do your presentation for that, by the way.
I was talking to Danny about it today. We're going to meet up sometime next week. And I'm going to go through a little bit of it.
Can you let me help you?
Yeah, do you want to be here when we do the driveway?
Can you help me? Are you having slides?
Yeah.
Something visual? Can you let me help you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he can come over here and do it if you want.
We'll do a driveway.
I'll get the bathroom and stuff cleaned up and all that for him. That way you guys can meet in here. As long as he doesn't hate dogs and cats. So, but yeah, so I'll make sure I get that set up. Probably this weekend is when I'll do it. I have a busy week, and then we have sprints again on Thursday, but so I'll probably do it this weekend. So just be on the lookout for that. And if there's areas, I'll just be putting in chat like, hey, if a specific area needs a channel, just let me know and I can make one. But basically he's going to have 2 different presentations up at the Kenton County Library over here. And then I have a book club. I don't run it. It's just where we meet up, get some drinks, hang out, talk, chat. So I know some people were asking about all of that. So yeah, so that'll be coming soon. Otherwise though, I hope that you guys have an awesome night. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope that you guys were productive and made good progress in your books or whatever tasks you were working on. And if you weren't productive, hey, that's okay. Hopefully you had a nice night off. You got to relax a little bit. As I mentioned earlier, I will be back on Thursday, as long as nothing comes up and nothing happens. I will preface that the tree pollen right now is very, very high, which is my number 1 worst environmental allergy. So there is a possibility. I have like a slight headache today. There's a possibility that the headache will get worse. It seems like my allergies have gotten better now that it's nighttime, but it just kind of depends. So if I do need to cancel, I'll try to give you guys more than like, a 30-minute heads up or whatever, if I'm not feeling too hot. But other than that though, I hope you guys have an awesome night. It was great chit-chatting. I know we talked about some harder topics today, but thanks for bearing with us. And yeah. You too, reading. I know, I was super happy that you're able to participate longer this time as well. Yeah, I mean, I try to keep things pretty regularly. I have to cancel every so often. But yeah. Otherwise, I hope you guys have an awesome night. If you have yet to subscribe, turn on notifications by hitting the bell, all of those good things, please do so. You'll receive notifications not only for when I go live, but also when new videos come out. And we just had one actually come out today for Once Upon a Year Readathon. It is talking about our chapter 2 festival and May side stories. So those are all the special prompts in addition to our regular chapter 2 prompts that we have coming up in the month of May. We'll also be doing another special sprint weekend. Hopefully I won't be renovating in that one. We'll have to see. And there's also some whispers going on, so definitely go check that out because there might be more coming soon regarding that. So I'll see you all then. Reading, I definitely feel for you. I hope your allergies are bearable. And yeah, otherwise I'll see you guys all later. I hope you have an awesome evening. Thanks again for hanging out. Bye.